the Samsung Galaxy S10, what a phone this was that came out so many years ago. But the thing I will definitely tell you as of this point is that the Samsung Galaxy S10 is one of those iPhones that I probably, is one of those phones that I probably wouldn't recommend people buying anymore. But the Samsung Galaxy S10 is still a crazy device, and the fact that it's 2024, this phone is 5 years old, it's been outdated with software for like 2 or 3 years now. The fact that this phone I still keep coming to, and the fact that it holds up this well in this day and age is absolutely crazy to me. Here's the thing, when this phone came out in 2019, this was a massive jump coming from the previous Samsung Galaxy S9. The hype behind this phone, the release of this phone, there was just so much going on for this particular device at that moment that was just so crazy to me, and I was just so happy when Samsung made a phone like this because it was such a beautiful device with so much capability. It's still kind of shocking to me that you can probably buy this phone for maybe $100 and something and still get a very decent device for maybe some things that you would throw at it. At the core, it's a phone. You can call people, text people, download apps. You can still do all that still to this day. So all those applications that you could pretty much download on the latest phones, you could still kind of get on the Galaxy S10. I don't think this phone is that outdated where that type of situation is just completely, impossible. There may be some apps that may require Android 13 or 14, but for the most part, Android 12 is still perfectly fine. The hardware behind this phone was just insane. This phone brought a crazy cool feature, which was reverse wireless charging. I don't think this was the first one to ever bring it, but this phone really popularized it, and it was a very cool feature that this phone had, and still to this day, I love reverse wireless charging. If my main phone that I use on it every day, which is my iPhone, I wish this phone had it. I use that wire charging a lot, on this phone, but if I had that reverse wireless charging, that would have been crazy. It was a really cool feature, and this phone kind of debuted it with the Samsung Galaxy S series in general. On top of that, this phone was giving you that microSD card slot mixed in with such an amazing build quality, still maintaining that headphone jack. When a lot of phones at this point were removing the microSD card slot, you still were maintaining it on this phone with the Samsung DeX and so many other things across the board. It was actually a pretty crazy thing that you were getting on this particular phone back then. On top of that, this phone's performance isn't the best, but that display kind of makes up for it. This display, 6.1-inch dynamic AMOLED display, it is still a very good looking, very sharp panel, and I still look at this phone as being one of the better panels Samsung made up until this point. I will tell you, I wouldn't recommend buying the Galaxy S10 anymore, but this is still an amazing phone that every time I look at it and kind of review it, it still shocks me how good of a job Samsung did with it so many years ago. So that pretty much covers it up here. If you have any other thoughts or questions, let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.